Up to all of you, and I know some of you are probably watching the broadcast of the Liverpool game, but guys, you know what? It's the Manchester United reaction, and I'm going to come in shortly and give you some information and my views. But most importantly, guys, I wanted to bring to you some information straight out of the manager's mouth. And it's what I've been saying all season, guys. I have been backing the manager, and some would say I've been overly positive and maybe too supportive. But, guys, I think this manager understands what's going on with this squad and where this squad is at right now and where we need to be. And guys, I would like you to check out this manager's press conference as I'm going to show you his post match remarks, and then we're going to talk a little bit before I leave you all. Guys, get in, smash those like button and subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to leave your reactions and let me know what you are thinking. Big up to everybody, guys. And you know what it is. So let me get right to it. I'm going to bring it to the scene one time, highlight it, and let's listen to what the manager had to say after the victory 3-0 at home versus West Ham.
On the whole, but Lisandro Martinez's injury has taken the shine off it. What is the situation and how bad does it look?
I can't say that it doesn't look good. So there's a big concern, but we have to wait coming days. What is the diagnosis, and then we can tell you more.
So it looked like a knee injury, and I guess that will be scanned in the coming. Is that what the process is?
Yeah, of course we do everything to get the right diagnosis and see what is the damage.
Is he okay? How is he? As a
he's very sad, very disappointing. We are all, and we feel really with him. It's first of all, it's a personal disaster when it's really bad. But let's wait what it is. But also for the team, it's really bad because he definitely brings us a lot.
Yeah. That's 3 wins on the trot for only the second time this season. 3 wins in a row for only the second time this season, and you scored 11 goals. Do you feel you start to get that bit of consistency you were looking for, particularly being more clinical, which you weren't earlier in the season?
Yeah, but you didn't believe me all. But
oh, I did.
No
didn't
one
believe him. It's
I have
true.
seen all your briefing. But it's not my job. I have to analyze clinical, calm, and so we have now a team what is in balance on the pitch, and then we can play better. And also there you see the progress is coming, and we bought players in the summer for the future. We make choices to give players who deserved it, to give opportunities in the first team, as Garnacho and Maino. But as Maino in the second game against Madrid gets a real bad injury, then all the plans you have to adapt. Højlund, he had a period, came too late in, young, but you see he's progressing. And when there is a consistent team in his back with routines, they will serve him better. And then you see a front line who's in balance. And I think it's a threat for every opponent. And then also you see they enjoy it to play football. And they enjoy it to give opponents problems. They want to do it in togetherness, and the picture covered a lot, I think. The 3 youngsters celebrating together, and it's not about one player, it's about a team. And that is what I have seen today. It looked like a team. 11 defending, 11 attacking, and for me, it was enjoyable to watch.
Sorry, when you say we didn't believe you, how easy is it as a manager to believe?
The manager is going to display his confidence right now.
If results don't go right as managers, you can lose your job. But if you know that there's something there, you have to convince people at the club. How easy is it to believe what you're saying will come true?
No, I'm not telling you that we are there where we want, but you see the potential. But you can only work on the potential when a team is available. And when certain positions are not available, you have to be creative. I think we had times in the season where every time we have to adapt to put even an 11 out. And now in this moment, we don't have, but then the injury is coming from Lisandro Martinez, so I don't hope we go back again in such a process. We want to stay away from it. We want to work on the team. And I know it's not about 11 players. It's about 15, 16 players. So I hope we can keep them all fit. And I think then we can still achieve a lot in this season, because in this Premier League everyone is killing everyone. And for us, approaches go from final to final.
This is a very emotional time for the club with the Munich air disaster anniversary coming up. Is it making more pleasing when you see the team playing as well as they are, but it's three youngsters, Hoyland, Mainu and Garnacho, who are at the forefront of the recent form?
Yeah, of course. But as I said, that was our plan before the season, because we saw the potential from those players. But yeah, they need, of course, games. They need experience, and the only way you can get this is to play in that first team, to get the opposition, and then adapt. And when they have the right attitude, and when they keep doing this in togetherness, and in that attitude to improve every day, then I'm convinced they can achieve very high levels. But
last question, Andy.
Can I add? But they need the experienced players. The experienced players who achieved everything to help them, to put them in the right positions, and to put them also in the right moments in the right attitude.
It's the first time this season in the league that the team have won by more than one goal at home. And you've talked about the attackers, but can I ask you about the defenders? Why was it different to Wolves? The team has been conceding a lot. What's changed today, and how do you assess the performance of the defence?
It's only one game, so don't go and
Only
celebrate
one
this,
game.
too much.
Going out tonight to celebrate it.
I don't think we have reasons in this moment to do it, but for today, we are pleased with it. But you need routines to get consistent performances, and so you have made decisions. You have to make decisions in a split second, and when you every time you have to swap your team, you have to swap your centre half, you have to swap your back four, positioning the right fullback to the left fullback, and then swap back again, and all those adjustments, all those are rules and principles who they know. It's about looking at each other, take the right decisions, and top football is about details. And when one detail doesn't work, you concede goals, and then you're following the facts. And we had that too much this season.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Eric, I think virtually all our wins this season have been.
Guys, I have one more presentation for you, but let's talk about that press conference, guys. You know, what can I say? What can I say, guys? I think the manager has spoken everything that everyone and every fan, would want a manager to be saying. At the end of the day, he was honest. He gave the team the plaudits, but he was not over celebrating. Big up to you, Luan. And like you were saying earlier, when the manager was talking about it, when he talked about you should have seen him on the touchline. He was furious, Luan, furious at the fact of that that guy was not Sufal was not given a yellow card. He literally dropped himself on Martinez. I think that's deliberate, and I think they need to go back and check the video, because he could have fell back and fell onto the grass, but he fell onto Martinez, damaging the player. Taking him out. That's gonna cost us, but hopefully, as we see Maguire, his performance in the game, it was decent for me. Lots of proactive tackles, especially that crunching tackle in the midfield that he put on everyone's apparent favorite, Mohamed Kudus, sending him back tumbling and the ball back into the defense of West Ham. A good victory, controlled performance from start to finish, in my opinion. We had a good rhythm in the game. We played some great passes. We kept the ball well in a lot of instances. We attacked well. We created lots of chances. Garnacho didn't have a great game at the beginning. He was having a kind of okay first half, in my opinion. And then he suddenly got that goal and he grew into the game. And you can see some players, they need that kind of thing. They need to have a spark, something that ignites them. They get one good thing going in the game and then they're better. They go up another level in performance. As you can see, Casemiro's knit that midfield together and allows Kobe Menu to be himself and express himself throughout the right of the park, and Bruno Fernandes, with those two cushioning him in midfield. It might create a little bit of a suffocation like Jarvis was speaking about earlier during the match when we was doing the watch along. But I think it's good. It will force Bruno now to be more disciplined and play in his position, in his role as the 10. And we have seen Bruno make a lot of passes with his assist to Garnacho for his first goal. Then you can see Scott McTominay coming on the field for Kobe Menu. A lot of people may have not liked that substitution, but I would say, guys, we have another game in this week. I think it's on Thursday, and we need to be fit. We need to be ready because 2 days later we have to play the FA Cup as well. So there's 2 games coming up, and it's one of those things where you have to look at it like, Kobe Menu needs to start every game, so we need to keep him fit. Look what happened to Martinez. We can't afford someone to fall on Kobe Menu as well, So it's one of those things where I can't say we can't complain too much. We relegated a team to taking shots all and around the box. They were barely unable, but one time, to get into our box and get a shot off, which was closed down immediately by Diego Dalot. Andre Onana. Yeah, I have to put my hands up, guys. I already said Onana out, and I'm probably still Onana out. But today, the guy was saving. His reactions were on point. His saves were very good. Some of his distribution for me was a bit shaky because when he kicked the ball out long a lot of times. But Alisson does that a lot, and people don't seem to mind. When Bruno makes his Hollywood passes, I see Trent doing it every single game. And he did it a lot of times in the game against Arsenal, which they lost 3-1 to the Gunners. To smash them up at home. They looked awful. And I say to you guys, I wish Man United was playing Liverpool next week, because I'm telling you, if we had the same form today and they had the same form they had today, we would be drubbing Liverpool probably a 5-0. Guys, I think they looked awful today. They were lucky to get a goal, lucky to get chances, lucky not to end up the game down with 2 red cards with some of the tackles they have been putting in the game. I think VAR needs to be reviewing some of these things and intentional fouls. You know what I mean? Guys, I'm going to bring to you one more little bit, because you know what? There was one more interview. One more person was speaking, and it's the man of the moment. Yes, and I'm talking about young Rasmus with his amazing, what can I say, his rock and roll guitar celebration. And, if you didn't know, the young Rasmus Højlund, he does actually play the guitar, and it's one of the gifts that he received. Guys, so I'm going to bring this to you right now so you guys could see what he was saying and what the young talent had to say about all his critics and what he was going through. It's a short 2-minute interview. Check it out right before we close the show, guys. And guys, that was a young game talking about the game today, guys. So you know how it was. It was a good game to him. And big up to my boss and my buddy Mick Ruby coming in. Buy him a coffee. Hello there. Having a sip on his coffee. Getting prepared for his match reaction on MUFC Realist TV, which I'm going to be joining a bit late because I'm going to have a bit of dinner with my missus right before the show. But guys, you know what you got to do. Smash those like buttons, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe. What are your thoughts on Rasmus Højlund's comments? What are your thoughts on the match, how Manchester United played? What are your thoughts on how Erik ten Hag reacted and what his comments were? Notice that he said, we are not there yet where we want to be, but you see the potential. and you see the performances when the players are back. And he also said to the media cheekily, you all doubted me. You didn't believe, you know what I mean, on what I was seeing and the vision and the little good things that were adding up, slightly culminating into this pot that we are seeing in this performance today. 90 minutes of great performance, positive performance, you know, and like Stephanie is saying, Rasmus rocks. And you can counter that guy to get a goal for your birthday. Like most of the fans this season, I've always predicted to them that Rasmus will score, and Alien Tenno got it. Today was Vicky and some of the other fans, but it was also Rasmus's birthday. So happy birthday to you, big man. Oh, you're the one I'm putting my faith in for the rest of the season. I've been saying it all along. I know you're gonna bag some goals, bro. And the proof is in the pudding. Enjoy my dinner. Thank you so much, Luan France. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night with such a win. Everyone should be enjoying their evening, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all of those who came in. Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. Thank you to you, Luan France. Big up to you, Mick Ruby. Much love and respect to everyone that smashed the like. Shea Arsenal fan celebrating a big win himself. They destroyed, absolutely destroyed Liverpool tonight. 3-1, in my honest opinion. You know, hats off to you guys and big up to you. Everyone, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing this along. If you give a chance, share it on your Twitter, share it on your Facebook, and share it to your friends and let them come in and smash the likes and leave their comments and criticisms on what they think about the manager's post-match comments. And this has been your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. And you know, it's been the match reaction. Manchester United win 3-0, West Ham 0. As usual, we march on, guys. And you know what? It's one of those things where we've got 2 wins on the bounce and we're looking for 3. Can we do it? Will we do it? Let's wait and find out, guys. Have a good evening, and I'll see you all later.
Oh.